Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video of the Vochek experience, where idiots are still always us. Always me. Always. Who would have thought that I wouldn't be the idiot? Because I am. Anyway, today, at the time I'm recording this video, this is the last day of the first month of 2022. That's right, this is January 31st, and I just thought I would, do a quick video just to let you know how my first month of the new year is going. And I hope that that you guys are having a good start to your new year, as as it's going here. But as for me and Sarah, well, it started off good, then it got crappy, then it went good, then it went crappy, and it's been one heck of a month. So I just thought I'd let you know what was all going on and how our year started so far, and hopefully that going forward it gets better. Now, starting what happened is right after New Year's, it was going good, everything was good, and then January 6th, I woke up, I was freezing my butt off, it was cold in the house, and found out that we had run out of heat over the course of, overnight. So, no big deal, I knew we were getting low, and I knew that we needed to get some propane for the heat, but, I just didn't think we were that desperate, but I should have checked, but, I'm an idiot, I didn't check. But anyways, I called the propane people. I was like, yeah, we're out, and they're like, okay, cool, we'll try to send somebody to you today, and I'm like, okay, cool. And later on that day, as I was sitting on the couch watching TV, freezing my butt off, they finally showed up after quite a few hours, actually, but they did show up, and the guy came, and he filled me up, and then when he put the little, I don't know what you think, the instrument they use to check, the pressure and everything, checking for leaks. And he found that the thing was, wiggling a little bit. And so he determined that we had a small leak. And he found where the leak was. And he tightened up the hose to the tank, because apparently that got loose a little bit. So he tightened it up, and he was like, yeah, it's not leaking now, you're good, cool. And that was it. He went on his merry way, I went on my merry way, and we were good. Got heat in the house, we were warm, all this stuff. Things were going good the rest of the month and everything. And then, what day was it? I think it was Monday night, last Monday night. It had not even been 20 days since I had got propane before, at the beginning of the month. So, I'm at work. I get a phone call. It's Sarah. She's like, yeah, I just got home from work, and it's kind of cold in here, and the thermostat says it's 59 degrees in here. I'm like, why? It shouldn't be that cold. The heat was running when I left to go to my job. Like, what's going on? And she's like, well, it's not kicking on. And I asked her if she could go out, check the tank, to see what the gauge was reading. And she looked at it, and she texted me back and said that it was at 0. So in the space of not even 20 days, I'd say maybe 18 or 19 days, we went through all that propane I got at the beginning of the month. Like, it was gone. So, and of course, in January we had a heck of a snowstorm. A couple feet of snow, very, very cold out, not really good, and I just didn't know what was going on. So she went and got a space heater from my mother's house, and that's kind of how we spent the night, with having a little space heater on, cuddled up in the blankets in bed and everything. So I get up real early the next morning. Sarah's already at work, but I got up right when the propane place opened, and I called them, and I'm like, hey, I know I just got propane like not even 20 days ago, but I'm kind of out again. I need to get more. And, and then the propane guy kind of lectured me a little bit about, about the propane and blah, 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 that whatever, let him do his thing, I guess. But he said on his end, he was showing that I should still have 75% of the fuel that, I should have. So, but I was like, yeah, well, I completely out. So he sent somebody over, and then a couple hours later, somebody showed up, and he went and filled up my tank again, and he was checking for leaks, and it started indicating there was a leak somewhere. And he checked the hose by the propane tank. That was fine. That wasn't leaking. So he went underneath the trailer. He checked that. It wasn't leaking underneath the trailer. So he had me come in the house, shut off the heat completely. He checked another couple of things outside. Still couldn't really determine why it was leaking. So what he had me do is he had me open up the furnace, and he had me shut off the furnace inside the furnace. Like there's a little switch that you turn off. And so I turned that off. He went back out, did his thing, and he came back in, and he said, when you shut that off at the furnace, the leak stopped. So I'm pretty sure the leak is in your furnace. And so he came in, he looked at the furnace real quick, and he pointed to this one part, and he said, this is what's most likely causing your issue. This is probably what's leaking. I would probably get that fixed as soon as possible. And so I asked him, like, so how much does something like that cost for that particular part? And he said around $300, $400. And I'm like, I can't afford that, especially after getting $300 worth of propane. Again, so he's like, yeah, well, you're renting the trailer, right? And I was like, yeah, we're renting. He's like, well, you should, call your landlord, and since it's an issue with the furnace, in the trailer, it might be their responsibility to, get that fixed. So I was like, all right, well, it's too late to call today because the office is closed, but I will let them know tomorrow. So he turned the heat back on for me. He said it's okay to run, but just, get that fixed as soon as possible because you are leaking. So I turned the heat back on to get warm. The next day I got up real early. I went down to the office. I explained to the lady, what was going on. She took my number down, and she said, I'm going to go call the furnace guy, and we'll see what happens. And I said, okay. I left the office. Not even 2 minutes after I left the office, I get a phone call from the furnace guy, and it turns out that the furnace guy is somebody that, me and my family actually know. So that was pretty cool, and so he said that he would be there in a half hour. I said, cool, okay, I'm home. And within 10 minutes, he was there. Not even a half hour. He was there in 10 minutes. And then within like another 10 minutes, he had the part replaced. And so hopefully, it's not leaking. So hopefully that part's fixed. But he did notice a couple other things that were needed some TLC in the furnace. So I'm gonna call him later on this week coming so that he can take care of that, because luckily I did not have to pay to get it fixed. So I'm just very excited about that. So hopefully we'll get all that fixed and everything. And the leak is supposed to be fixed, so hopefully we're not leaking anymore. So hopefully we won't blow through another 100 gallon of propane in a few days. So, but so far so good. It's been a week, and we're still warm in here. The heat's still kicking on, so not going to complain about that. So yeah, my first part of the year, good, bad, and hopefully we're getting back to good again, and hopefully it will stay good. Hopefully, I'm hoping. But if anything else happens, I'll surely let you know about that. But I just wanted to touch base with you all and let you know how the first month of New Year is doing for us. So, But I hope that your January is going better than our January, especially with this whole thing with the heat and the propane, the leak, and the furnace, and all that stuff. But, you know, gotta love it. But alright, that's gonna about do it for this video. I just wanted to get on here real quick and just let you know, what's going on, because I haven't really had much of a chance to release as many videos as I wanted to release, mainly because of the problems with the furnace, the issues with the snowstorm, and of course, my wife and I, we both work full time, so sometimes, I can't always get to the camera. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still here and that our month of January didn't kill us yet. So, but anyway, like I said, that's gonna about do it. Like I said, I hope your January's going better. I hope you're all keeping warm. I hope the snowstorms and everything isn't getting you down too much. And I hope you're not freezing, and I hope you have heat. And if something happens, I hope you're able to fix your furnace. But anyways, like I said, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you get notified of future videos. And of course, you can follow me on all the major social medias. Check out Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and all that stuff. You can find me on there. All those links are down below. And of course, don't forget, if you haven't checked out our merch store yet, check out the merch store. Who knows? Just might find something you like. You never know. And of course, also, check out my audio podcast. It's called Idiots Are Us, The Story of Me. And that's available on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Amazon Music. A lot of places. So if you haven't checked that out yet, go give that, a whirl. And speaking of podcasts, I am also in the midst of creating a second podcast. But I'll give you all more details on that as it progresses. But I just want to let you know there is another podcast coming. I just don't know when it's going to come out and what exactly, it's going to deal with. But be watching for those details. But anyways, I guess I hope you're all having a good day, good night, good week, good weekend, whatever the case may be, and all that good stuff. And I guess I'll see you all in the next one. So, bye for now.